This series we're going to be talking about automation anywhere. You heard it right, automation anywhere. So before jumping directly into the automation anywhere, in fact, this is the tool that you see here. I will be showing you the demonstration today, but before jumping ahead into that, I would like to give you a very short thing on what exactly is automation anywhere very quickly, and very quickly we'll go through it, and then I'll just give you a demo, right? So let's get started. So automation anywhere. So what exactly is automation anywhere? It's a RPA tool. So a lot of people ask me, hey, I want to learn RPA. So I tell them, yeah, you can learn Blue Prism, automation anywhere. You can learn Uipath, Workfusion, OpenSpan. They tell me, no, I want to learn RPA. Well, there's a lot of confusion. A lot of people don't know automation anywhere is nothing but it's a type of RPA. So there is nothing like RPA. You can't learn RPA. You have to learn a tool that is implementing the robotic process of the automation, right? So it's just like, let's say, to learn to explain in a very easy way. This is like bread, and this one is the milky bread. Let's say milky bread. So right. So I hope now you got the difference. So milk bread is it's a subdivision of bread, right? So that's all what it is in there. Hope you're not hungry, but let's get started. So automation anywhere, that's the thing, that's the tool, right? And in my earlier sessions I have discussed about other tools, that is Blue Prism, and I have also discussed about Uipath, and very soon I'll be putting videos on OpenSpan as well as Workfusion, right? Now see, if you want to learn more on RPA, what exactly is automation and where to use automation, all that stuff, I have created a separate video. Just there's this link on your screen, just click on that, right? So you can go through it. Now in this session we will not waste more time. We'll discuss more on what exactly is automation anywhere. So let's get started. So this is the tool that you see here, automation anywhere. Let's start by launching the tool. So to launch the tool, here I go. This is the tool, automation anywhere client, right? It did not ask me the user ID password because I've already logged in, but you can see here the username is admin and I have a password. So you need to have user ID password, and you need to install it in your system. You understand, right? Not on a server or something, in your local system. So there you need to work. It's quite simple, right? Now see, I will tell you that there are many automation tools like RPA tools. RPA, very quickly we will just see RPA tools. So we see this one is automation anywhere, and Blue Prism, I've created a separate series for that. You can just refer it. And Uipath, OpenSpan, there are a lot of them. There are 30 tools. Okay. So see here, if I try to if I do a very brief comparison between automation anywhere, Blue Prism, Uipath, where does automation anywhere stand in the market? Let me tell you. First leader is Blue Prism, the second one is automation anywhere, third one is Uipath, then comes Workfusion, OpenSpan, right? It's quite simple. Uipath is kicking, is going very fast. So you will see in 1-2 years Uipath will be ahead of Blue Prism and automation anywhere, because there has been millions of dollars of investment has been made on Uipath. So you will see down the line this will be one of the best technologies. But it doesn't matter, guys. You just learn anything. It's just learn any of this tool. That should be enough for you to understand what is the concept. Because let's say if you have learned automation anywhere, then to learn Blue Prism, it will hardly take 1-2 days. I don't think it will take more than 2 days. It's like peanuts, right? If you learn one thing, simple. Now what is automation anywhere? How is it different from other tools? Let me tell you. Automation anywhere is the most simplest tool compared to Blue Prism. Blue Prism is quite big, quite large compared to this, and even Uipath. But automation is like what you can say, it's like very sugar candy. It's very simple, very soft, simple. It's small in scope also. You can do lot of things. It makes your life very easy. I have seen I have worked in Blue Prism Uipath as well. To do the same thing, you need to do bit more effort is needed, right? So that's the thing. Now let's see this tool. Simple. So you can see here the great feature here is you can record it. So there's something called a screen recorder, which I will show you later how to work on that. But screen recorder is very simple. Let's say you are doing something. Let's say you opened a notepad, typed something, and then copied, pasted, then you uploaded it to a server. So that's the manual task that you were doing, right? If you want, you can automate it. How can you automate it? You just need to record. So just do the task, start the recording, do the task, done, boom. It's very simple, right? I will show you a glimpse of this very soon in today's session as well. But see, if I go here and say new, then you can see here smart recorder. So I can either record it or I can create a task. Guys, I'm telling you, the smart recorder is the killer feature. It's the killer feature for automation anywhere. So I really love it. Anyone will love it because it's like you can't imagine. It's a great feature, right? So in Blue Prism we do have up to some extent, but not like this. You can automate certain tasks, but recording is something that it's there in Automation Anywhere and Uipath. These two tools have very great recording features, right? So if you want to record something, you can record it or you can create a task. So let's say if I want to create a task, so just go here and create a task. Task editor. It's loading up. So you can see here there are lots of tasks. It looks like a circus, isn't it? Like you see a hell lot of things here on the left hand side. Don't worry, I mean, first time you see those things, it looks scary. Hey, what the hell is all this stuff? But I'm telling you, it's so simple. It's very simple. It's like peanuts. See here, most of you guys might not be aware of Active Directory. So Active Directory, I will be talking about it later, but anyway, it's something related to the authentication, right? So in your companies, when you log in, let's say you're working in Accenture or IBM or something, right? You log in at @accenture.com, your ID. So that 99% of organization, they use LDAP, like Active Directory, Microsoft AD or something. Okay, I'm not going deeper into that. It's like I know most of the people trying to learn Automation Anywhere are freshers, so I'm going very soft on this one, right? So we'll talk about this one. Now see, what I'll do is I will create a basic task, but before that I'll give a quick introduction. Otherwise, let me show you a task. I will demonstrate a quick one, then I will introduce you to some of these features, right? So let's say I want to automate something. So let's take a very simple one. Let's not complicate it. Life is very simple, keep it simple. So see, I got a source folder where I've got SAP1, SAP2, SAP3. These are all text files, and then I've got SAP1, SAP2. These are DLL file, okay, dynamic library files. Right, now what I want is I want to copy all the txt file to the target. I know this is very simple, right? I can really complicate it by doing a lot of stuff, but let's see how we can implement this basic feature in Automation Anywhere, right? Even a kid should be able to should be able to do this, right? So to do it, just go here, click on this copy files. What you do is just drag and drop. Now so copy file is already there. Now browse, go here, this folder is already open. Just say, let's just say any file, open it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say SAP sorry, I'm going to do star, right? Sorry, what do you call it? Asterisk dot txt. So I'm going to move all the text file. Remember I told you. Now the browse the target. So this is going to be my target, right? It's quite simple, and right now my target is blank. Do you see this? It's blank, right? Now let me save it. Now see, I can't run it. Why? You need to save it first. So that's the trick. So first save it. Let's say my first program. So I will say hello world. All right. It's already okay. No problem. Save it. Done. Now run it. How do you run? Click on it. Simple. So when you run, just observe on this point, my mouse I'm pointing. So this is where it is running. It's done, right? Now since it's done, I can see the results. If you would have received any error, then you would have seen something like red, which you will see very soon. Don't worry. Okay, that's magic. It's not magic, it's very simple, right? You can see here we talked about moving this thing right now, and we have successfully moved it. So it's a very simple thing, but you just saw that how we can we have seen a demonstration how to move files, how to automate that feature. Now the way we have done this thing, there are a lot of other features that are there, right, that can be automated. For example, Active Directory, or let's say applet app integration. So here we have some important features, like let's say if you want to talk to a browser, so if you want to open a browser and do something, so here only two browsers are supported, Internet Explorer and Firefox, right? So what are we talking about? What can I do in a browser? See, the world is over internet, right? So if you want to scrap data, if you want to, just like let's say if you want to create something like Google, right? So go here, a crawler, if you want to create anything. Let's say if you want to check the stock market prices, so every 2 seconds you want to see what is the stock market prices. If the prices are going high for a particular thing, you would like to create a alarm, something, right? So that you can do it here. And I am telling you, this is the killer feature. This is very important, because we are living on internet, right, in 2018, literally. And you can interact with DOS command, Java, Unix, Windows application. Windows application means, let's say, VLC player, notepad application, anything, any type of Windows application, right? We'll be talking about that in details, guys. First, listen to this. I am not going to make you an expert in this session. That's not the objective. I just want you to be comfortable. I will make you comfortable with automation anywhere after, once you finish the session. That's the objective. I will make you an expert, not in this one, but yes, in the next sessions, right? So then clipboard, common database, we'll talk about this. But database is something you I think you know, because you know what's a database, like Oracle, MySQL, stuff like that. So you can connect to those databases. Why would I do that? Because you want to retrieve something, let's say like you want to retrieve like select statement, or you want to write an insert statement. So whatever you want to type, let's say select star from EMP. Those of you who don't know what is SQL, no worries, right? And you can give all these features. It's quite simple, right? You can also, like, whatever you want to do, you can do here. First connect and then do it, right? We'll talk about that in details later. Then delay is quite simple. It's used to give it whatever you want to put a delay, right? So delay for a particular 50 second, 30 second, that you can do it. Then you can see here email automation. So if you want to delete some messages or read some messages from a particular mailbox, right? So if you have worked with mails, then you can understand this easily. If not, then it looks like something from Mars, because like you don't know what is an SMTP server, what is POP3 IMAP. But it's quite simple. Let's say you got a Gmail, right? If you have a Gmail and I want to retrieve all your mails from your Gmail right here and I want to store it somewhere, I would go for this particular email automation, right? I hope you understood, right? I don't want to hack your mailbox, but that was just an example, right? Now error handling and Excel sheet, you can talk to any Excel sheet. So you can open any of the Excel sheets and do whatever you want. So like open an Excel sheet, activate, get cells, set cell. Get cell means reading a particular value or writing a value, or find, replace, stuff like that. And these files folders, we have seen a demonstration of copy, and you know what, if you know what is copy, then you can guess what is rename, delete, zip, all this stuff could mean. It's very easy, right? Then FTP. So FTP is nothing but file transfer protocol, one of the most popular but insecure, not secure method, because we have SFTP, secure FTP, which is popular nowadays. But anyway, FTP is like fast like jet. You also have SFTP, you can see here. So let's say you have got a server in California, and I'm in and let's say I'm in Hyderabad. I want to copy a file from Hyderabad to California server, right? So I would use this particular thing. You connect it, then you put files. Put files in FTP is like is the most important command, right? So put file or get file, stuff like that, rename, right? This one of the it's very, what do you say, if you guys are freshers, probably you don't know, but people who are working in IT companies, they have used FTP. I mean, it's a, what do you say, very common thing that it's done, right? Now if then else, it's a conditional block. Like let's say if I get up at let's say if I get up at 6 o'clock, then I will go to the gym, and if I get up at 10 o'clock, then I will sleep again. It's just joking. So stuff like that, whatever you want to, it's a conditional block, right? So if you want to create a conditional block, you know this, you have worked with C language in your college, right? So that's the same thing, if then else. So that's the logic. Then image recognition, we'll talk about it. It's nothing but playing around the images and matching them, stuff like that, we will see. And net connection, launching a website, right? There are then OCR is about capturing a window. There are many stuff you can see here. Reading from a CSV file, printers, sound, PDF integration, right? So if you want to convert something from PDF to image, is it important? Yes, it's very useful. Sometimes yes, it's very useful. Merging documents, I mean, see, merging document and PDF, all this stuff, you might be thinking, hey, I can do it manually, right? It's very easy. Well, I mean, that's what we are trying to automate. We don't want to do it manually, right? So you can automate all of this stuff, right? So that's why we have this thing here. Then run a script, send an email, right? Then services, you can see a lot of things, start services, all those stuff. Then you have soap. It's not the soap that you use in your bathroom, but this soap is related to web services. Now I don't want to complicate it. Web services are slightly complex if you are a newbie, but talking about, if I have to explain web service in 1 second, then let's say if you are going to amazon.com, then you're searching for something, that's a web service. It's not exactly a web service, but yes, there's a web service behind it which is serving your request. So if you want to implement something like that, then yes, this is the thing for it. Then you got a task, lot of boring stuff. You can see all this. A web recorder, that's the kick-ass feature, you can say. Windows actions, XML files, you want to start with XML, stuff like that, right? Now let's not complicate things more. Now see, this was one part of it, and another part is record. If you want to record it, let's say if I want to record it and start, so you see here I am recording all the features, right? Now let's say what I'll do is I'll go here and I will just say ms config, right? I opened it, and let's say I've done something, then I'll stop it, right? Then can you see here, lot of things got created. Object cloning, set this to text and dot. Okay, I search for cs config, right? So it's nothing but whatever you are doing, right? That it is just seeing your mouse clicks, how you are doing it, and it is recording that thing, and it's doing it here, right? So if you want to do the same thing manually, yes, manually you can also do it. Sometimes it's depends. So sometimes we use the, let's say this thing is there, right? So if you go here, so 1 minute. So let's say sometimes we go with either the recorder or sometimes with the task, and we manually create the task. So that depends. Well, so I hope that was basic introduction. Now I'm sure you're confident. If someone is asking you, hey, do you know what is Automation Anywhere, you can say, yes, I do know what is Automation Anywhere, right? Now this is the first video in the series I am going to create, and the time I'm just creating the videos right now. so thanks guys, thanks for watching. If you like the video, please leave a comment. I would really love to interact with you. I would like to understand what you want to learn. If you hate me, I please drop a comment as well, because that would really help me in understanding how stupid I am, right? Thanks guys, thank you very much for getting tuned. Love you all.